It's a great pleasure to have Dr. Shailendra Gupta with us, today's chief guest, and a person who has believed in education the way you are believing it. Because we all know that education is the only way out for a human being to become enlightened. And nothing could be a pleasure than sharing this experience with Shailendra. Shailendra ji, thank you very much for coming in and spending your time. For the information to share with Shailendra ji, sir, when we invited the participants, they did not believe in us. They thought, do din jayenge, ghar chale jayenge. So the credit goes to us, to Vijay Bhai, to Rajesh Bhai, to put them here and convert them into the blue armies. This blue army is going to work for the GDP of our country. This army is going to fight for the economic independence of the people. We are not talking about fighting at the front of the country, but fighting to bring the economic independence in the persons who are going to be touched by you. And I would like to see that this army can bring that change in the country, which will be a greatly valuable change, which is anticipated by the government policies. But as a human being and as an individual of our country, we have got the responsibility to do something for the country. And now the tools and techniques are in your hands. You can bring the wonders. And it had been happened in the past. It can be a small contribution, but it goes a long way. I tell you, if you change one person, that person also becomes the part of the GDP growth of our country. So don't think that your work is going to be less valuable. It is going to be much, much more valuable. Shailendra ji, we have the participation. There were 25 faculty members. Our faculty members were quite concerned कि इतने पढ़े लिखे लोगों के सामने हम कैसे काम करेंगे. So I would say that we had a lovely group here. They are all participants. They are all doctors, PhDs, assistant professors, lecturers, and very, very knowledgeable group. One of the best groups has come to our center in the past few years. They have all come from different places, from Rajkot, Gandhinagar, Vidyanagar, Anand, Surat, Kheda, Modasa, Pune, and many places. So, friends, I still remember your first day, your expectations. They had written a lot of expectations, Shailendra, and we were wondering whether we'll be able to fulfill those expectations. But we have tried our level best. And if we had 25 participants with minimum of 10 years of experience, if I consider, maybe more than that, but if I consider only minimum, 250 years of experience we have shared from them to us. So we are more enlightened with their interaction with us. The learning process was such that we learned कि अच्छा ऐसे भी सीख सकते हैं. So my dear friends, if you learn, you learn more than you. Because I have already 250 years of your experience with me. तो कौन ज़्यादा rich हो गया? Thank you very much for making us enriched with your knowledge, with your experience. From your experience, the learning, what we have gathered, is going to go a long way. We have another batch of faculty coming in the future few months, because we have another program to be done. And this 250 years of experience, फिर देखिए उनकी हालत. So, how rich we will be. Thank you very much again to enlighten us with your presence here with us. And it was not for a day or two, but it was for 15 days. Majority of the people, Shailendra ji believes that entrepreneurship can be taught in a day, or maybe in 2 days, or maybe in 3 days, and you must have been evaluating proposals, or in 4 days. Now you will listen from them that it is not possible in 4 days, maybe it is not even enough in 15 days. So this process of teaching entrepreneurship is very, very important. We all felt that everybody thought that entrepreneurship is an automatic process, but it is not. It is not. Otherwise, everywhere, every technical institution has brought out the entrepreneurs, but they have brought out the service providers' experiences in the past. That means there has to be a very specific structural entrepreneurship development education to be provided. Entrepreneurship education is defined as building of knowledge and skills above all for the purpose of entrepreneurship. And entrepreneurship training, which we have exposed to them, and we were debating day before yesterday that should we start teaching entrepreneurship from first year to 4th year? Should we make it as an educational program, or should we make it as a training program which is defined as build knowledge and skills in preparation for starting a business? There are two aspects. In education, we are talking about the purpose of entrepreneurship you develop the knowledge and skills for the purpose of entrepreneurship. And in training, you develop the skills and knowledge for starting a business. Now, entrepreneurship training specific and entrepreneurship education is much broader. So, how much to teach, whether to teach as an education tool or to teach as a training tool, that is up to you to decide. That depends upon the educational context. What you would like to do. Which works better? That we all have to see. And we have the past experience. Now you are in a position to judge that in the past, how many IITs, how many engineering colleges have taken this tool as an educational experience. And what are the results? And if you take a different tool, training, which is much more focused, how would you like to go about it? But both are education. Both are part of education. But these are the things I thought that you will learn now, you will understand now very finely. Now on the last day, I would neither want to talk about the achievement theory, nor I want to talk about the systematic planning or institutionalizing. I would like to share with you the entrepreneurship and its contribution in the economy. Not in a theoretical terms, but I thought it would be very nice to share with you the research which was conducted world over in 91 countries. And it was found out that the entrepreneurship can be grouped based on the country's economic condition. Entrepreneurship training, education can be grouped as per the economic condition of the country. This research is a very interesting research, and it was found that there are few countries who are factor driven. कि भाई पैसे नहीं है, भाई एम्प्लॉयमेंट नहीं है, भाई पैसे हैं लेकिन बैंक की लोन ऐसे ही पड़ी है, पॉलिसीज है लेकिन कोई यूज नहीं कर रहा है. Another is efficiency driven, where there are businesses, but these businesses are not very efficient. And the third one is innovative driven, where there are no factors to be achieved. Now let's see which are these countries. Countries like factor driven are Bolivia, Bosnia, Colombia, Ecuador, Egypt, India. These are the countries in the world which make 10% of the economy. the level of economy of these countries are factor driven. Are you understanding? And this constitutes the basic requirement of the economic activity in our country. That means our education programs have to be based, have to be factor driven. कि आपके इससे अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट जाएगी, आपके इससे एंटरप्राइज क्रिएट होंगी, आपके इससे एम्प्लॉयमेंट क्रिएशन होगा, आपके इससे रिसोर्सेज बिल्डअप होंगे, आपके इससे फाइनेंसेस कैपिटल बिल्डअप होगा कंट्री का, एंड दैट इज द फैक्टर ड्रिवन इकोनॉमी. Interestingly, second one is efficiency driven, and these are the 40% of the country. They are in the transition stage from factor driven to efficiency driven. They are already having the businesses and now they have to go for the efficiency. We are still not reaching that level. And these are the countries: Argentina, Brazil, Chile, Hungary, Jamaica, Macedonia, Mexico, Peru, Romania, Serbia, Turkey, South Africa, etc. Now, what is happening in these countries? They are much ahead than us. They are not factor driven. You need to understand this because you are excellent faculty. And the last one is innovative driven. Now, innovative driven is the country, the most developed countries, no longer able to depend on the labor. जहाँ labor का कोई support ही नहीं है, now hence they are always connected to the creativity. There is no labor. You all know about Bill Gates, Steve Jobs. हम बड़े-बड़े example देते हैं. They are not typical entrepreneurs. They are innovative driven technical people. They brought out the technical products. They were not business people. But how this innovation makes them entrepreneurial, and that is innovation driven economy. हमारे देश में भी है थोड़ा बहुत, लेकिन कितना? We are still struggling for that. And I would say that because we are in the process of factor-driven economy, we really have to work hard to be able to go towards efficiency and then to lead towards innovation. So we have been reading the books from all Western countries, and therefore as soon as we talk about the entrepreneurial deficiency, Gupta sir, we talk about innovation. We all talk about innovation. When we go and work in rural areas, there is a question of innovation. It's a question of factor-driven economy. So please understand that. So when you are going to select your target group, when you are going to select your projects and programs, you need to work on this. I just thought that it would be very important for you to understand at this end of the program that what kind of economy we are going through, especially in the field of SME development. I would say that you have been in love with the entrepreneurship now. I can feel that. So now I would like to advise you, if you really want to enjoy your life for 1 hour, have a nap. So if you want to enjoy your life for a day, go on a picnic. If you want to enjoy for a week, go on a trip. If you want to enjoy for a month, get married. उसके बाद तो सत्यानाशी सत्यानाशी. Somebody will tell me, Navin, you are very negative. I'm not telling you negative.
It's true.
But वो romance तो चला जाता है 1 महीने. आपका नहीं गया होगा, मेरा चला. And if you want to get happy for 1 year, inherit the property. If you want to get happy for the lifetime, love entrepreneurship and create entrepreneurship in the country.